Governor Kathy Hochul today pleaded with President Biden to help New York cope with the asylum seeker crisis that's brought more than 104,000 people to our area.
But she didn't do the one thing that Mayor Adams has begged her to do for months. CBS 2's political reporter Marcia Kramer joins us to tell us what that is. Marcia.
Well, Dick and Dana, although city officials are happy to see Governor Hochul taking on the president, it's clear from New Court papers obtained by CBS 2 that the city is far from happy with the steps the governor has taken so far to assist with the asylum seeker crisis.
We cannot and will not force other parts of our state to shelter migrants.
There she goes again. On the one hand, Governor Hochul begging President Biden to help the city, but on the other, turning thumbs down once again on Mayor Adams' request that she issue an executive order forcing reluctant localities to put out the welcome mat for asylum seekers.
In 1981, the city of New York and a coalition for the homeless signed an agreement that the city would provide shelter to anyone who seeks it. This is an agreement that does not apply to the state's other 57 counties.
Au contraire, say advocates for the asylum seekers, which is why the city, the state, and legal aid lawyers are now in court arguing about the right to shelter. And the latest set of court papers filed by the city makes it clear that the mayor and the governor, despite claiming they are partners in the struggle to house asylum seekers, are very far apart. The city's ability to coordinate the placement of new arrivals in other localities has been undercut by local officials' flat refusal to permit the accommodation of new arrivals in hotels within their jurisdictions, the city argued. The city offered a point-by-point attack on the suitability of about a dozen new shelter sites the state has offered. For example, Roberto Clemente State Park Gymnasium in the Bronx, unsuitable because it's in a flood zone that had 2 flash floods last summer. Riverbank State Park Gym in Manhattan, no air conditioning, no functioning bathrooms. Aqueduct Racetrack in Queens, unsuitable because the city can only use it until September 7th, 2 weeks from now. And the Harlem Armory doesn't meet fire code requirements. At the city's asylum seeker briefing, Immigration Commissioner Manuel Castro said he doesn't understand the president's reluctance to help.
We don't understand why the federal government is not more involved. Maybe because it's immigrants, maybe it's because it's New York City, we don't understand. So we expect them to be doing more. We need support for the next 100,000 asylum seekers that are arriving in our city.
Now, Mayor Adams made it clear he disagrees with the governor's refusal to order other counties to share the load, leaving New York City alone to manage this crisis, he said, and abdicating the state's responsibility to coordinate a statewide response is unfair to New York City residents. Dana and Dick.
What a battle. Marcia, thanks.